Hello everyone, and welcome back to Crypto Labs News. Hope you're having a great day, and a special shout out to those of you tuning in over the Labor Day weekend. You are true VIPs. Now, YouTube rolled out something new I activated for the channel. When you smash that like button, you should see a little animation if you're a VIP. So go ahead, give it a try, and let's see if it works. And while you're at it, flash those smiles and send out some good vibes. Now, let's get right into it. XRP is trading around 2.82 at the moment, and the last couple of weeks in the crypto market have been nothing short of a roller coaster. We've seen repeated swings up and down, with hardly two back-to-back green days for XRP in quite a while. Bitcoin hasn't shown much momentum either, and both assets are struggling to sustain any bullish push. One big concern right now is the possibility of a bearish crossover on the 1348 EMA indicator. It's one I like to watch closely. We saw it work beautifully when the signal flipped bullish down at the bottom, sparking that massive run-up. But this time, if the cross happens downward, XRP could easily revisit the 2.3 to 2.2 range. And remember, Bitcoin still has that unclosed gap down near 92.0, which makes further downside for Ethereum and XRP a real possibility too. Now, as always, this isn't financial advice. Markets move in cycles, ups, downs, peaks, and valleys. If you think they only go up, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. My job is to share the news and my perspective, but the decision is always yours. And let's not forget, historically, August and September are tough months for markets. Weakness this time of year is nothing new. Just like a rookie in the NBA has ups and downs, investors also face those learning curves. Now on to the big story of the weekend. The appeals court struck down many of Trump's tariffs, but Trump fired back immediately saying, "They're not canceled. All tariffs remain in place." So now we're in this strange tug-of-war, yes, canceled, no canceled. Confusing, to say the least. Interestingly, the crypto market didn't react much, almost as if it has grown numb to tariff news. Earlier this year, tariff headlines shook both stocks and crypto. Now, not so much. In fact, when XRP fell Saturday night to 2.76, Bitcoin to 107K, and Ethereum to 4,200, prices quickly recovered. That shows markets are adjusting. Tariffs are no longer seen as the do-or-die catalyst they once were. But here's something bullish. Despite all this weakness, the iShares Ethereum ETF ranked 2 across all 400 ETFs in inflows last week, second only to Vanguard's S&P 500 fund. That's huge. Money is still flowing into Ethereum at scale. Speaking of Ethereum, Tom Lee is doubling down on his big predictions. Bitcoin to 1 million, Ethereum to 60, zero within 5 years, and even a 50% chance ETH flips Bitcoin. He argues Wall Street and AI adoption are positioning Ethereum for dominance. Of course, he's heavily invested in ETH through his firm, just like Michael Saylor is laser-focused on Bitcoin. So it makes sense they're both extremely bullish on their chosen assets. But here's the math. Ethereum would need to 4x to overtake Bitcoin. XRP, meanwhile, would need about a 3x to overtake Ethereum. So while the media is hyping an ETH flippening of Bitcoin, XRP's own chance at flipping ETH remains very real, especially if momentum shifts again. And in crypto, momentum can flip overnight. Now let's talk XRP specifically. Ripple CTO recently made some eyebrow-raising comments. He admitted that in the early days, Ripple pursued banks mainly for the press releases because signing a big bank made headlines. But now, he says Ripple doesn't need banks anymore. They're slow, conservative, resistant to change, and unwilling to pass benefits down to their customers. Ripple has since filed to become its own bank, aiming to move billions without waiting for traditional players to catch up. That's a massive shift in strategy. So what does that mean? Simply put, Ripple and XRP are no longer relying on legacy banks to define their success story. They're building their own future, and that's extremely bullish long term. Now, in the short term, yes, markets are shaky. Yes, we may see more downside. But long term, I remain incredibly bullish on XRP and crypto as a whole. As Raoul Pal put it recently, people need patience. Our generation has grown accustomed to instant gratification, but wealth building in crypto requires time. So as we head into September and beyond, keep your eye on the bigger picture. The volatility, the short-term sell-offs, the tariff confusion, all of it is just noise compared to the massive structural shift underway in global finance. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to Crypto Labs News, and ring the bell so you don't miss daily XRP and crypto updates. Check the description for useful links and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think XRP flips Ethereum first, or does Ethereum flip Bitcoin first? Thanks for watching, stay positive, and as always, let's make a lot of money.